Good day, everyone. Welcome to Mathematics 9. Today, I am your teacher, Ma'am Abigail B. Bakay, or you can call me Ma'am Abby for short. So, before we are going to start our lesson, let us pray first. Father God, thank you for this wonderful day. We ask you, Father, to come with us today. Fill our hearts with joy, our minds with learning, our class with peace, our lessons with fun, and above all, fill us with your love. Amen. Okay, so let us check your attendance. So everybody is present, all is present. Okay, very good. So everyone is present. So for today's video, let us talk about our first lesson for the third quarter period or for the third grading period. So, para sa guide ninyong lahat, para malaman ninyo kung ano ang dapat nyong gawin, kailangan nyong makinig, tingnan mabuti kung ano yung mga lumalabas sa inyong mga screen. So, ready na ba kayo? Ayan, so ready na din si Teacher Abby. So, let us start our lesson. Once again, welcome to Mathematics 9. So, our lesson for today is all about Charan! Okay, yes, it is all about quadrilaterals. Okay. So, when we say quadrilaterals, alam niyo na ba kung ano ang quadrilaterals? Yes, I know alam niyo kasi during your previous year in geometry, napag-aralan niyo na yung different types of polygons. And because of that, let us try to recall using this polygon song.
A quadrilateral is a polygon with four angles, four sides. A pentagon is a polygon with five angles, five sides. A hexagon is a polygon with six angles, six sides. A heptagon is a polygon with seven angles, seven sides. An octagon is a polygon with eight angles, eight sides. A nonagon is a polygon with nine angles, nine sides. A decagon is a polygon with 10 angles, 10 sides. A polygon is a shape with lines that connect. The number of sides tells us the name of the shape. A polygon is a shape with lines that connect. The number of sides tells us the name of the shape.
So, there you have it! The polygon song. So, sabi nga, a polygon is the shape with lines that connect. Sabi. So, the number of sides tells the name of the shape. So, ibig sabihin kung ilan yung number ng sides, yun yung pangalan ng shape ng isang polygon. So, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pasok dyan ang lesson natin for today, which is the quadrilateral. So, you have already an idea that the quadrilateral is a shape with four sides and four angles. Okay, next. So, what is a quadrilateral? So, look around you. Do you see the shapes in this room that could be called quadrilateral? So let us be specific. Let us look for quadrilaterals inside the classroom. So, nung hindi pa pandemic, di ba? Nandun tayo sa loob ng classroom, ang saya-saya ninyo, ang iingay-ingay ninyo, ay, joke lang. So, di ba? Mas madaling matuto kapag face-to-face, pero hindi yun magiging hadlang para matuto kayo. Hindi magiging hadlang yung distance natin sa isa't isa para matuto kayo. Kaya nga nandito kami, being your teacher, ginagawa pa rin namin ang lahat para naman kahit papano maipaintindi namin ng mas maayos sa inyo ang inyong lesson. So, go back to our lesson. Quadrilaterals inside the classroom. Can you give me examples of things na nakikita nyo inside your classroom? Yes! We have different things na makikita natin inside your classroom. First, we have this. Yes, your chalkboard. Yan. Another, we have your eraser. We also have your pad paper. Your bulletin board. We have your math book. All your books. And we have these book shelves or your cabinet. Okay, so these are the different things na makikita ninyo inside your classroom which are quadrilaterals. Okay, next, so what is a quadrilateral? When we say quadrilateral, this is a two-dimensional figure with 4 sides and 4 angles. Sabi nga dun sa polygon song natin, it has a quadrilateral is a shape with lines that connect. So if it is 4 sides and 4 angles, then it is a quadrilateral. Okay? So the word part, quad means 4 and lateral means side. So kaya siya tinawag na quadrilateral because of the word quad. And lateral means side. So when we say quadrilateral, this is a polygon with 4 sides and 4 angles. Okay. So, we have different types of quadrilaterals. I know that you know some of the different types of quadrilaterals kasi ever since na pag-aralan na natin ang different shapes, tama ba? Okay, so can you give me an example of a quadrilateral? Yes? Yes, very good. This shape is called a rectangle. What else? This is a square. Another? Yes, what shape is that? Okay, very good. That is a trapezoid. That one, is it a diamond? No, this is a kite. Very good. How about this one? A diamond also? No, this is a rhombus. And then another shape, what do you call this one? Yes, very good. It is a parallelogram. So we have different types of quadrilaterals. We have the rectangle, square, trapezoid, kite, rhombus, and parallelogram. Now, let us check about the different characteristics of each types of quadrilaterals. So, given again a song which will be used as your guide, listen carefully. Dito sa quadrilateral song na to, magbibigay siya ng information about the characteristics of each type of quadrilaterals. So, stay tuned!
Quadrilateral, a shape that has 4 sides, a shape that has 4 sides, it's a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral, a shape that has 4 sides, a shape that has 4 sides, it's a quadrilateral. First let's talk about rectangles. They can be narrow or wide. They always have 4 right angles and equal and opposite sides. Now let's all look over there. It's a shape with 4 equal sides. And I know that it must be a square because all of the angles are right. Quadrilateral, a shape that has 4 sides, a shape that has 4 sides, it's a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral, a shape that has 4 sides, a shape that has 4 sides, it's a quadrilateral. Don't call it a diamond, all its sides are the same. You're gonna like this quadrilateral, I promise. Its opposite sides are parallel and it has 4 equal sides, it's called a rhombus. Next up is the parallelogram, so listen up people. sides are equal. Quadrilateral, a shape that has four sides, a shape that has four sides is a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral, a shape that has four sides, a shape that has four sides is a quadrilateral. There's just one more to talk about, and it's about to take flight. It's got adjacent congruent sides. This quadrilateral is called a kite. Trapezoid. 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 A trapezoid has two parallel sides, that's a trapezoid. A trapezoid has two parallel sides, that's a trapezoid. Quadrilateral, a shape that has four sides, a shape that has four sides is a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral, a shape that has four sides, a shape that has four sides is a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral, a shape that has four sides, a shape that has four sides is a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral, a shape that has four sides, a shape that has four sides is a quadrilateral.
Ayan, so there you have it. The quadrilateral song. So sabi dito, a quadrilateral, the shape that has four side is a quadrilateral. So I hope when you watch this video, you had nakakuha na kayo ng mga idea ninyo regarding sa different characteristics ng quadrilaterals. Okay, so let us proceed. Okay. Ayan. So, next. Okay, so let us proceed to our first type of quadrilateral. So, our first type of quadrilateral is the rectangle. So, this rectangle is a quadrilateral with four right angles. So, when we say four right angles, yan. So, these are the four right angles of a quadrilateral. When we say right angles, the measure of each angle is ilan? Very good. It measures 90 degrees. So, when we say right angles, it measures 90 degrees. So, in a rectangle, we have 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. We have 490 degrees, a total of 360 degrees in a quadrilateral. Okay. Next, its opposite sides are equal and parallel. So, we have this first set of side and another set of side. This side are equal and parallel. These opposite sides are equal and parallel. Meaning to say, if this is 10 centimeter, the other side is also 10 centimeter. We also have another pair. So, we have this left side and this right side. So, these sides are also opposite sides that are equal and parallel. So, they are equal. So, if this is 3 centimeter, the other side is also 3 centimeter. Okay. So, let us remember, when we say parallel lines, these are lines that will never touch. So, they are equal distance apart at all points. So, when we say parallel lines, hindi sila nagmi-meet. So, parang kayo lang ni crush, hindi kayo nagmi-meet, hindi kayo para sa isa't isa, para kayong pinagtagpo, pero hindi tinadhana. So that is an example of parallel lines. Hindi pa tinadhana kasi nga bata pa kayo, kailangan nyo pang mag-aral. Yan, pag nakatapos na kayo ng pag-aaral, hindi na kayo magiging parallel to each other, kundi intersecting lines na kayo. Intersecting lines are lines that meet. Okay, so this is a rectangle. Once again, a rectangle is a quadrilateral with four right angles. Its opposite sides are equal and parallel. Next, let us proceed with this square. So, a square is a quadrilateral with four equal sides that are parallel to each other. So, same with rectangle, it also had opposite sides that are equal and parallel. But, unlike rectangle, si square kasi, lahat ng sides niya are equal. So, for example, if this side is 5 cm, all sides are also 5 centimeters. Okay, so, and also this square is also, okay, a quadrilateral with 4 right angles. So, once again, when we say right angles, the measure of the angle is 90 degrees. Okay, 90 degrees. Okay, next, we have another type of quadrilateral. We have this trapezoid. So, a trapezoid is a quadrilateral that has exactly one pair of parallel sides. So, this side and this side. So, this side are the only side of this trapezoid that are parallel. Okay, as you can see, meron ba kayong nakikitang right angle? Wala. So, si trapezoid ay walang right angle. Okay, this shape. Okay, is this also a trapezoid? What do you think? Is this also a trapezoid? Okay, this is also a trapezoid because it has one set of parallel sides. So, meron pa rin siyang one set of parallel side, kaya siya tinawag na trapezoid. Okay, next, we have this kite. So, a kite is a quadrilateral with 2 pairs of congruent and adjacent sides. When we say congruent, they are equal. When we say adjacent, ano yun? They have the same or they are intersecting lines. So, when we say adjacent side, yan, magkadugtong sila. They have a common point. So, this side and this side are the first pair of congruent and adjacent sides. So, meaning to say, if this is 2 cm, the other side is also 2 cm. Next, we also have the next pair of congruent and adjacent sides. So, this one, dito sa may bandang baba. So, if this is 8 cm, the other side is also 8 cm. So, that is the characteristics of a kite. Next. Okay, let us proceed to this rhombus. So, a rhombus is a quadrilateral that has 4 equal sides. So, kung titignan natin, alin doon sa mga natapos nating diniscuss ang may 4 equal sides? Tama, square. So, kagaya ng square si rhombus or kagaya ni rhombus si square na merong 4 equal sides. So, another, its opposite sides are parallel. So, we have this side and this side are parallel. We have also this side and this side are parallel. So, this is a rhombus. So, pag sinabi natin 2 cm ng isang side, lahat ng side na ni rhombus ay 2 cm because its sides are all equal. Okay, next. Let us now proceed to this parallelogram. So, a parallelogram is a quadrilateral that has opposite sides that are equal and parallel. So, which of the quadrilaterals we have seen are parallelogram? So, ibig sabihin, dun sa mga quadrilaterals pala, meron doon ang pasok sa criteria ng pagiging isang parallelogram. So, tingnan natin. How can we see if or how can we identify if the given quadrilaterals are parallelograms? So, using the different properties. So, kailangan nating aralin yung different properties para malaman natin kung alin sa mga quadrilaterals ang parallelogram. So, let's start. First property. In a parallelogram, any two opposite sides are congruent. So, this side and this side are congruent. Another, this side and this side are also congruent. Okay. So, this side and this side are parallel, and this side are also parallel. Okay. Bakit natin sinabing congruent? For example, if this side, the top side is 8 cm, its opposite side is also 8 cm. And if this side is 5 cm, its opposite side is also 5 cm. So, that is the first property for us to consider that a quadrilateral can be a parallelogram. Okay? Any question? None. Next, let us proceed to the second property. In a parallelogram, any two opposite angles are congruent. Meaning to say, given this angle, kung yan yung angle, ang opposite angle niya ay ito. Okay. Another pair, kung yan yung isang angle, ang opposite angle din niya ay yun. So, sabi nila, or sabi natin, opposite angles are congruent. Meaning to say, if this measures 120 degrees, its opposite angle measures also 120 degrees. Then another set or another pair of opposite angles, if this is 60 degrees, its opposite angle is also 60 degrees. So this is property number 2. Any two opposite angles are congruent. Any question? None. So let us proceed to property number 3. So in property number 3, in a parallelogram, any two consecutive angles are supplementary. When we say consecutive, magkasunod. When we say supplementary, the sum of the two angles must be 180 degrees. So what are those consecutive angles? Let us check. So we have this 120 is consecutive to 60. This 60 is consecutive to another 120. And this 120 is also consecutive to another 60. So paikot yan. So si 120, kasunod niya si 60. Si 60, kasunod niya si 120. Si 120, kasunod niya si 60. Now, given that they are consecutive angles, let us now see if they are supplementary. So let us check. 120 plus 60 is equal to 180. So, meaning to say, kapag yung dalawang angle pinag-add mo at ang sagot ay 180, then we can justify that they are supplementary angles. Okay? Questions? None. Next, let us proceed to the fourth property. The diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. So, given this parallelogram, we had this first diagonal and then this second diagonal. So, these two diagonals bisect each others. Okay. So, itong dalawang diagonal, they bisect each other. Next, a diagonal of a parallelogram forms two congruent triangles. Meaning to say, nung nagkaroon tayo ng diagonals na nagbisect sa ating parallelogram, nakabuo ngayon tayo ng pair of congruent triangles. So, this one, yung nasa taas na triangle ay congruent sa nasa babang triangle. Yung nasa left side na triangle is also congruent dun sa nasa right side na triangle. Okay, so, there you have it. These are the different properties of parallelograms. So, we have 5 properties of parallelograms. Now, which of the quadrilaterals we have seen are parallelograms? So, we are now ready to answer this question. Okay. So, given these different types of different types of quadrilaterals. So, let us identify which among this quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So, let us just remember that a parallelogram is a quadrilateral that has opposite sides that are equal and parallel. So, given the shapes, ayan. So, can you tell me which among these quadrilaterals are parallelogram? Okay, so let us check your answer. So, let us check your answer. Yan, so nawala yung dalawa. So, what are those quadrilaterals that are parallelograms? Yes, very good. We have the rectangle, the square, and the rhombus. Okay, so, why? Because they are, they are quadrilaterals with opposite sides that are equal and parallel. Also, pasok sila doon sa 5 properties of a parallelogram. Okay. Now, as you can see, we have this graphic. Using this graphic, okay, we can conclude or we can draw some conclusions using this graphic. So, di ba, diniscuss na natin yung iba't ibang characteristics. So, what conclusions can we draw from this graphic? So, kung titignan natin, we have quadrilaterals, which have 4 sides and 4 angles. Under these quadrilaterals, we have parallelograms, we have trapezoid, we have kite, rhombus, rectangle, and square. Now, what conclusions can we draw from this graphic? Okay, can you think of anything? Any idea? Okay. Tama. So, let us check your ideas. So, given these quadrilaterals, we can say that, ayan, A square can also be called a rhombus, a rectangle, a parallelogram, and a quadrilateral. So as you can see, kung makikita natin yung graphic, kung titignan ninyo, nasa baba si square, tama? Kung papunta si square sa taas, si square, okay? Si square, pwede daw siyang tawaging rectangle. Si square, pwede din siyang tawaging rhombus. Pwede din siyang tawaging parallelogram at pwede din siyang tawaging quadrilaterals. Okay, next. A rectangle can also be called a parallelogram and a quadrilateral. So, dito naman tayo kay rectangle. Sundan natin yung arrows. Rectangle daw ay pwede nating tawaging parallelogram at si rectangle pwede nating tawaging quadrilaterals. Next, rhombus. A rhombus can also be called a parallelogram and a quadrilateral. Another, a parallelogram can also be called a quadrilateral. Kung titignan ninyo, this is parallelogram, direct siya kay quadrilateral. Same is true with trapezoid. It is a quadrilateral and kite is also a quadrilateral. Okay, any question? Do you have questions? None. Are you sure? So, okay, so dito sa graphic natin, makikita natin yung idea na ganyan. Okay, so is a square, pwedeng maging rectangle, rhombus, parallelogram, quadrilaterals, and then and so on and so forth. Okay, so any question? None. So, I am wishing na sana naintindihan ninyo yung lesson natin. So, to summarize our lesson, let us put it in this, and let us put it like this. Okay, so I learned that there were different types of quadrilaterals. What are those? So we have rectangle, square, rhombus, trapezoid, kite, and parallelogram. So among those quadrilaterals, we have rectangle, square, and rhombus. These are the only quadrilaterals that are parallelogram. Okay, next. There were different properties of parallelogram. What are those? In a parallelogram, any two opposite sides are congruent, any two opposite angles are congruent, any two consecutive angles are supplementary, the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other, a diagonal of a parallelogram forms two congruent triangles. So, these are the important things that we should understand, we should know, we should memorize. Okay, so dito yung mga dapat nating malaman dun sa lesson natin na pinaka-importante sa lahat. Okay? So, any question? None? Are you sure? Okay, so let us check if may natutunan ba kayo o wala dito sa ating lesson. So, bring out one whole sheet of paper. Let us try to answer this assessment. So, in test 1, read the conditions that guarantee that a quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So, write your answers only. I will give you time to answer. Okay. Yan. Para makita. Number 1, a quadrilateral is a parallelogram if both pairs of blank sides are blank. Number 2, a quadrilateral is a parallelogram if both pairs of blank angles are blank. Number 3, a quadrilateral is a parallelogram if two consecutive angles are blank. Number 4, a quadrilateral is a parallelogram if the blank bisect each other. Number 5, a quadrilateral is a parallelogram if each blank divides a parallelogram into two congruent blank. Okay, next. Okay, we also have this assessment number 2. So this assessment number 2, indicate with a check mark in the table below the property that corresponds to the given quadrilateral. So we have given quadrilaterals, tsaka meron tayong properties. Just check which among these quadrilaterals has a property like number 1, all sides are congruent. So alin dito sa apat na to ang lahat ng sides daw niya ay congruent? Is it parallelogram only? Parallelogram in rectangle? All of the above? Or square only, rhombus only, alin dito. So, lagyan nyo lang ng check. So, pwedeng i-check nyo lahat, pwedeng isa, dalawa, tatlo, or wala. Okay. Okay, so are you done? Okay, so you can post it kung sakaling hindi nyo patapos, post nyo yung video. Okay, so let us proceed. Next, let us check your answers. So, check your answers. Be honest in checking. Let us check kung meron kayong makukuha o wala. Okay? So, I hope and I am very positive na marami kayong makukuha. Kasi alam ko nga, kinig kayong mabuti sa ating lesson. Okay? So, assessment. So, the answers are opposite congruent, supplementary, diagonals, diagonal, and triangles. For test 2, these are the answers. So, yung number 1, rhombus square. Number 2, 3, 4, 5, all of the above. Number 6, rectangle and square. Number 7, all of the above. Number 8, rhombus square. 9, rhombus square. 10, all of the above. Okay. I hope na mataas ang makukuha natin. So, right after this one, okay, gusto kong i-send nyo sa akin yung inyong score para naman malaman natin kung ilan ang inyong nakuha. Okay, next, for this enrichment activity, look for shapes around you that could be called a quadrilateral. Okay, and identify what type of quadrilateral are those. For example, dito sa bahay namin, may nakita akong picture frame. Okay, this picture frame is a quadrilateral. Why? Because it has 4 sides. Now, I will identify what type of quadrilateral is our picture frame. So, our picture frame is a rectangle. So, the shape of our picture frame is a rectangular shape. So, yun yung gagawin ninyo. List at least 10 na bagay na makikita ninyo sa bahay ninyo na kung saan, hindi lang, around you. Especially sa bahay ninyo, na kung saan, masasabi nyo na ito ay quadrilateral. At the same time, you can identify what type of quadrilateral is this. Okay? So, any question? None? Are you sure? Okay. At dahil dyan, sabi nga ni Mr. Quadrilateral, thank you for listening. Okay. So, wala nang tanong. Kung meron kayong tanong, I am willing to answer those questions through Messenger or you can text me using my number na makikita ninyo dun sa ating messenger box or dun sa ating test paper or worksheet. Nandun, naka-indicate doon yung number ko. Okay? So, wala nang tanong? Wala na? Okay, thank you so much for listening. I know na may natutunan kayo and I am very positive na alam kong alam nyo kung paano maghanap ng quadrilaterals around you. So, okay? So, once again, I am Ma'am Abby, signing off. Bye!